My friend, it might be time to switch from Binance to Bybit. And I know you don't want to change your little habits. You're like, oh yeah, but I'm used to this platform. And I know 7 years ago, some of you may not have been born yet. Probably not. But I was saying that Binance was the best platform. Now you may be thinking, yeah, but Antoine, you're like all the other YouTubers. You probably also talked about how FTX was so good. Well, we can simply search on my old channel in French, and no, the only video I talked about FTX is when I say that the crash was actually a good thing because it was on November 23rd, 2022. Of course, on that date, Bitcoin was almost at its all-time low, around 16K, which gave everyone the opportunity to have more than 5x on their investment because I was showing some on-chain analysis. And that's why now I am personally switching more and more of my centralized exchange activity to Bybit. And I'm going to show you in this video all the 5 reasons why I'm doing this so you can decide if you want to do it too. And that's probably the only smart decision you can take today. First and the most important for me is if I use a centralized exchange, I want to be sure that they have the money I deposit on it. And Bybit is really clear about their proof of reserve. They have actually most of the time more crypto than they need, which is why one day when there was a hack, they were able to not move an inch. And all the users, including myself, had all their money protected. The beauty of that is that we can verify it on chain, so we can see exactly if they have the money or not. I can even check for my own crypto every day on my account ID. I can see the proof of reserve. And I have to say, the day they got hacked, the communication during and after was the best I ever saw in crypto so far. Now, the second point, and most of you are going to like it, is their finance tool, because when you deposit money on it, you can earn from it with a pretty easy way. Some goes above 400%, which is crazy. And even on Bitcoin, you could have an APR, which is the annual interest rate of up to 6.15%. Now, you know that this is handsome finance, so we read the fine print. My goal is that I spend 6 to 12 hours doing research, so you can watch a video in just 40 minutes and have the best information from it. And that's where you have to read the full thing. Because easy earn, you see that, for example, on this one, it says you're gonna earn 2.3%, but it's actually not true, because if for 0.003 and above that, you're just gonna get 0.3%, which is already great. In Bitcoin, we don't have much interest rate. It's sad, but that one is more interesting, the on-chain earn, and I invested in it. So that's the one where you get a bonus, so flexible, all 45 days, and you get staking APR 0.41% and a bonus APR of 5.7%. I had to swap though my BTC to LBTC. So no, I wouldn't do 100 BTC and then just all in on that. But still, there's so many products that are interesting. For example, my Solana, I could put it on a flexible at 1.11% or flexible fix up to 6%. There's actually another way that we're gonna see in a minute that's gonna be really interesting to make more money with how much we stake. And your stablecoin, you can get some 1% up to 6% for small amounts. This one, of course, I thought, hey, I can get some 80%. Well, it's sold out. So maybe next time I should be really careful, and as soon as they have it, boom, I can go into it. Some with a higher interest rate and you have to lock it, it's VIP only. We will talk about this in a minute as well. On USDC though, you can get some 4.25%. And what I love is that you can also have the on-chain earn. So I use this one, the BTC one, because we are not here just for complete beginners. We go into the advanced earn. And this is where we can mine some liquidity. You could let the platform guide you, and that's something that I quite enjoy. In the advanced earn, the one that I started to use is a liquidity mining. And on that one, well, you just deposit your crypto, you can get up to 16.3 APR. I deposited just before this video, as I am doing the full research, and then I will do another video where I go into what were the results of each of those, but I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity in between. That's why, by the way, if you want to open an account on Bybit, use the code in the description. There's going to be a link. With the code HANDSOME, you're going to get way more bonus, and you're going to enter a 5K real giveaway. That's me giving you those 5K. I'm going to select someone. You just have to deposit $100 in the next 7 days that you open your account. I recommend you to do it right away, because honestly, you should never use only one exchange, and you should always have different exchange ready. That's my case. I have like 4 accounts already, because I don't think there's any exclusivity that I need to answer to. In the liquidity pool, you can add Bitcoin or BTC. For me, I added both, and I added the maximum I could. I could calculate the yield that I would get, and I can obviously remove this liquidity if I want to. And now where the cool stuff happen on Bybit is a lot of small attention that I enjoy. For example, once I deposited some crypto, it suggests me to do a DCA, which means dollar cost average, which means buying automatically without having me to overthink. And that's one of the best ways if you want to build wealth in crypto. It's not with perp trading, it's with constant buying in the market, particularly when the market is red, when the market is depressive. That's when you can print. And I love that they offer that right away. Now, it's not the only thing that is a bit different here, is also the private wealth management. So if you start to have a bit more crypto and you become VIP, I'm going to show you how, then you get special attention. You get tailored investment allocation. You're the first one for some stuff. And then you're going to be, it's not fair. Why the rich get always more stuff? Well, that's how the world works. Now, you can become one of the rich if you want to. It's not hard. If you just needed to speak French and then followed my previous channel, or then you're on this channel. That's even better. And that's why, like, if you start to become VIP, that's my goal. I'm not VIP at the moment. I just need to deposit 25K more and I will be VIP. So to be VIP, you need at least 100K on your account. And the more you go up, the less fees you have. I have 2 choices. Either do a lot of spot trading, $1 million, and future trading, $10 million. For me, I'm going to play with the asset balance. That's going to be easier to do. And I don't plan to trade so much on it. Now, before we get into some of the juiciest thing that you can do with Bybit, which is copy trading, also their card is a banger. It's actually one of my friends who made millions market making, algo trading, and he's always swearing about the card with Bybit. And I felt like stupid that I didn't leverage that before, because you get 2% cashback, and that's on the basic one. But that goes deeper. If I check the reward, look at that. After alpha, boom, 4% cashback, then 6% cashback, then 8% cashback, then 10% cashback. And on top of that, I earn points. And with those points, I can get some crypto airdrop or some lounge access. So even just with the base now, you will get a virtual card that you can use and have 2% cashback. Maximum though, you will receive $5. But then it becomes 50, 150, 250, 400, and 600. So that means if you spend $6,000, you will get $600 back. And that's pretty nice. Now you get purchase rebate on Netflix, Spotify, Prime, TradingView, and ChatGPT. Oh yes, because actually Bybit is the #1 ranked crypto exchange according to TradingView users. And you know, those guys, they usually like trading. That's in the name. And what is super cool is that you can integrate your Bybit directly into TradingView. That means I can trade from TradingView with my account on Bybit. We can see my last order that it was some wheat that I bought right here, and now it's here. And how to leverage my card? Well, it's simple. I need to go to VIP 1 to be able to grow that, and then maybe VIP 2 and 3. And now the last tool that I'm trying, and it's not the Trade GPT, even you could try it if you want to, is copy trading. Because they give me all those traders that I can copy directly. So depending, I'm checking always the performance. This guy traded only 3 days, but had 3 days win. So I decided to copy him. I deposited $1,000. I will see in 1 week what is it like. The other one that I'm copying is STS. And this one, if I check on the last 90 days, it seems to be a quite nice equity curve. So hopefully it continues like that, because I need someone to work hard for my bag. And I'm copying him as well. If you want me to do a full video on this, you can ask me in the comments. Anyways, I think I would do a video when I have a full return to know how much I made with this, if it's profitable or not. I'm going to try with different ones because I truly believe that I can find someone that's going to trade better than I do. And it's really easy to find traders to copy. You can just go on any of them, check their performance. They will give you a stability index. They will tell you how long they've been going on, how many people they follow, and you can just choose what you want to do. Plus, you get premium protection voucher. So if your single investment exceeds 800 USDT and incur loss, you can receive up to 100 USDT in cash. And then I used it on that one. So if this guy starts to lose me some money, I get compensation up to $100. And that should be good because this guy has normally no big drawdowns. It was just here minus 12%. So if you want to switch to Bybit, I will put the link in the description. Don't forget to click it. Use the code handsome. And also Bybit started to sponsor the podcast. That says that does not change my opinion on Bybit because I personally started to use it before that. And now I dig deeper because I was comfortable with the exchange I was using. I'm like, they clearly have some product that are better than others. And that's no surprise why they are getting more and more market share. So don't be the last one that make the switch. You can start today. You don't have to change everything that you do. You can just try with a small amount and see how it goes. But don't forget one thing though. That's going to be challenging. But before you leave, stay hands up. Ciao.